Hello, everybody. Uh, Here to do an update among a few topics. Firstly, I've reached the minimum for getting my friend's acquaintance a new bicycle. We're going to wait till Monday to see how many donations we get, so maybe we can get him some protective gear because he did get beat up pretty bad. And you'll see it here. We're going to make a video of him and he'll personally thank you. Uh, his face took most of it. So I'll warn you ahead of time, it's not pretty. It's not that pretty even when it isn't beat up, but it's especially not pretty now. So please continue to give your donations. I can't wait too long because, again, he is walking. And you just don't know how limiting your life becomes when you have to walk everywhere with, 50 pounds on your back. Secondly, I've come to a little crisis of faith. Now, in the program that I'm in now, I'm being taught that faith alone is enough for you to get into heaven. Faith in that Jesus died to cleanse you of your sins. Now, however, after reading the Bible, I can find no place in the Bible where it says this. I can find several places in the Bible where Christ himself says charity is a greater virtue than even faith. Mostly when he's talking to the rich man who asks him, how do you get into heaven? And Christ replies, you follow the commandments, and if you want to make your treasure great in heaven, to sell everything you have and give it to the poor. And this is the only way you will have a great treasure in heaven. And then when he's speaking metaphorically about good trees and good fruit, and bad trees and bad fruit. And there are many examples. The only place where I can find it kind of says faith alone will get you into heaven is Paul, the apostle, kind of a little bit says this, not very directly, but then he turns around in, I think, Corinthians and says the exact opposite. So I'm going to tell you what James says. Faith without works is dead because it's a matter of your heart. If you do no works, then it shows you are not obedient to God. And God's love has not changed your heart. He also says, show me your faith, and I will show you my works. However, don't misunderstand me. You also have to have faith to get into heaven. It's not one or the other. It's a good combination of both. So, I'm personally calling out anybody who wants to debate me on this, friendly, to try to broaden people's perspectives. If you win, then you get the pleasure of saying you're right and you help to save more souls. And if you lose, the worst that's going to happen is people are going to start doing, hopefully, a few more good deeds. So, please, everybody, leave your comments about this idea and what you personally believe, no matter what your religion is. Is faith without works dead? And please, I'm so thankful to Matthew and Groot and all the people who have sent in donations. But please continue these at least until Sunday, because we're trying, as I said, to get him some protective clothing and maybe an inner tube or two. Have a super weekend, and I appreciate it, everybody. I appreciate all of you who take your time to listen to me. I know it can't always be interesting, but I try. Have a good weekend.